Speaking of porno and bodily fluids, GWAR seems to have an affinity for bodily fluids. Can you elaborate a little bit on this?
Well, when it feels good, warm stuff seems to come out of you. And one of the things that feels good is knocking off people's heads. There's a lot of pressure in the aorta, and this energy, when released, can propel the sputum length of a large club. And, we've always tried to give our fans a chance to fill the very club that they pay entrance to with blood, to the point where they have to slam dance using little boats. Quite got that much liquid on the floor yet, but... it's not a GWAR show unless it's a fucking bloody mess. And people are always like, oh, GWAR, how much liquid do you use per show? I'm like, well, there's about 8 gallons per human, and there's probably about 1,000 humans per show. So, hey, that's 8,000 gallons, and that's just blood. You start mixing in the piss, the phlegm, the shit. I mean, shit's not a liquid, but it still comes out of you. It can be quite a, very wet experience. Oh, yeah. You can wear a raincoat if you want, if you're a fucking pussy.
Speaking of, your obsession with the disgusting and your obsession with blood and gore and all that, GWAR seems to embody a certain kind of I don't know what that comes out of the death metal scene, which is an obsession with the body in its most basic corporal physical form. What's the deal with that?
I don't know. I think it's an attempt to figure out the very nature of life itself, an attempt to break life down into its most basic components, to understand it a little bit better, or perhaps it's just the basic level of human expression, like a baby splashing around in its own shit. Not really sure why we do it. I just know that it's what feels natural. Other people seem to like watching us do it, and they seem to like listening to us do it. And if we're going to do it, then we're going to do it to it. Screw it.
And a good time was had by all. You said before that you wanted to let certain people live. Once you have accomplished your goal of killing all living things, will you continue to make music if there's no one around to hear it?
Oh, I would think so. I mean, there wasn't many people around when GWAR invented music. I mean, we hadn't even created the human race yet.
Yeah, you had to screw all those animals first.
Yeah, when we killed the dinosaurs and stretched their gizzards across the Grand Canyon and plucked them ever so lightly, there were no humans to hear that sound. This is something that we do to amuse ourselves. If humans find pleasure in it and flock to us like maggots to an open wound, then so be it.
You are running across a sunny meadow, complete with daisies and butterflies. What would make this scene a little bit more perfect for you?
Lindsay Lohan running away from me, and me with a pack of wild feral pigs hot on her heels. Yes, her screams are just poetry to my ears. Music, I found her to just be supremely annoying. I mean, it's just, the movie stars and television stars aren't nauseating enough. It's like when they absolutely have no talent whatsoever, and they're bitchy, and they're not attractive, and they just do coke all the time. It's just like, how much more of a self-indulgent, narcissistic, completely useless organism could there be? The only reason for a creature like this to exist is to provide me with amusement as they die.
Since humans are very, very detestable, why do you choose to meddle in their affairs and rid them of these celebrities?
We call it the ant farm syndrome. A lot of these humans, when they're growing up, they have like a little insect ant farm, and they've got like little pathetic, puny little creatures that they keep an eye on for their amusement. And it's much like this with the human race, except we have the added bonus of we actually created the humans by having sex with apes. So it's kind of like having a retarded little boy, or a child with Down syndrome or something. You don't want to kill it, but it's funny. So you smack it a bunch, and you try to teach it, but it won't listen, so you hit it. That's kind of our relationship with the human race.
Randomly, what happened to Techno Destructo?
I believe he went absolutely crazy. He's a scumdog warrior from way back, and he was very obsessed with fighting GWAR and trying to get us to come back and join us in the Master's Holy Wars. And we kicked his ass so many times that I believe he thinks he's a human being now and is working in a limb replacement prosthetic application shop somewhere in Hollywood.
It sounds like they need a lot of that there.
Yeah, I don't know what perhaps he's trying to replace Lindsay Lohan's 98-year-old body with one of a 21-year-old woman.
It sounds very frightening, whatever it is.
Oh, it's horrifying, and that's just speculation on my part. At any moment, he could fly in through the wall and put my head in that nuclear vice grip of his, and that would suck.
A little.
A lot.
Also, about your history, how did you cure the AIDS you got around the time of Ragnarok?
Oh, I didn't cure it at all. I wanted it. I've let it infest my body. I mean, look at what AIDS has done for Magic Johnson. It's a wonderful thing.
If you had the cure, you wouldn't give it to the humans anyway.
I do have the cure, and I'm not going to give it to you. You've got AZT and all those potent chemical cocktails you take. The only thing I don't understand is only rich people seem to get the good drugs. We distribute them at our show, and that's why we give out AIDS beer. Yeah, AIDS beer. AIDS and beer together as one. Drink beer, get drunk, and catch AIDS.
I want to try this brew.
We will be giving it away at the next show, along with free guns and crack.
Slave Pit is also mentioned on This Toilet Earth. What is Slave Pit, Inc.?
Slave Pit is basically an organization that takes care of all the slaves of GWAR. Now, we've got many slave pits scattered around the world. They're kind of like rest stops for GWAR. As we go around the world touring and conquering and destroying cities, there's like these little pockets of slaves that we can pull in there anytime we want, get the war suits polished, get the swords sharpened, tune up the hulking war machines, and it's sometimes we'll actually steal slaves from these pits and take them with us to be roadies. So basically, it's this place where we have kind of a humanoid connection with what's going on. They seem to spring up around art schools and military bases. I'm not really sure why.
Now, here's a question I think that everybody wants to know. What does the inside of your costume smell like?
Well, I mean, I guess you mean my clothes, and when I say clothes, you mean armored warsuit, and I guess when you say smell, I guess I would say horrible.
Like a hooker's ass?
Well, it's more like you can't even smell it because your nose melts almost immediately. It just eats a hole in your face. That's what happened to Michael Jackson. He was snortling at my crotch piece, and his face melted. It's a terrible shame.
Yeah, they had to have lots of reconstructive surgery there.
One thing I noticed about Michael Jackson, there's all these, I was browsing through cable. Yes, I watch television on occasion. And I was noticing all these different shows all about Michael Jackson and how... there was all these tribute shows, and then I decided to watch one just for fun, and it was nothing but an hour-long program. In fact, it was the same program. It went on all day, and they were just trying to sell, like, these cheesy Michelson lithographs, and I just know that his father is behind that.
Because your wisdom is very, very important to everybody, I mean, you are all-knowing, do you have any parenting tips for the breeders out there?
Well, yes, don't breed. Children suck. They're terrible. You don't need them. We don't like them. We don't want them. Get rid of them. Leave the breeding for GWAR. We'll create infertile mutants that will populate your cities, swell your armies, and mow your lawns. You don't need children. I need children. I need you. I too mate with me, and we'll create babies together. But if you insist on having children, make sure that they're born dead or perhaps aborted.
Also, do you have any dating tips?
Dater so much as a grabber, not a lover so much as a groper. Tip would be, I suppose, have lots of money and be really good looking, and you'll probably do well at it.
Humor seems to be a major factor in GWAR's music, lyrics, and shows. Now, this makes you simultaneously one of the most respected and least respected musicians out there. Now, what function does the humor serve?
Well, I don't know. We just do what we do, don't we? And as far as critics, well, that's their problem. Critics are made up of people that wish they were artists. And, I'm not much on the we hate GWAR club. Everyone tries to explain GWAR in rational terms, and there's no way to rationalize the irrational. GWAR simply is what it is. You can't deny it. You can't criticize it because nothing you could ever create would be anywhere near as clever or creative. Lust in Space, our new and greatest album coming out August 18th. My appearances on Red Eye continue. GWAR's domination of this planet grows. If it takes 1,000 fucking years, we'll just keep at it because we are immortal, invincible. Join GWAR now. Join GWAR now or you'll be forced to your knees.